Good morning, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel of Astrologer Anil Aggarwala. Today, in this video, we will be discussing about the lunation chart of the 20th July 2020 and what it foretells in the present situations. One good thing I must write in the beginning of the article is that the sixth lord of the natural zodiac, Mercury, has become direct on the 12th of July, which has been causing concerns in the coronavirus pandemic, intensifying it because as the Lord of the sixth house of the natural zodiac going in retrogression is relapse of a disease, increase of a disease, and a disease not the woes of the disease increasing. So, but the Mercury moves, but when the Mercury moves in its own sign on the 2nd September and Jupiter and Saturn become direct, then the whole world will heave a sigh of relief because the retrograde planets, they create a lot of hassles and everything we have to do time and again for achieving our results. Jupiter and Saturn become direct and may give some respite in woes of the coronavirus. Look what I had written on the previous article in the solar ingress of Cancer, what it has up its sleeves. The above article was written on the 10th July 2020. Mercury, the sixth lord of the natural zodiac, and also the yoga lord at the time of the solar eclipse of the 26th December 2019 has become direct is a big relief for coronavirus since the planet who's in retrogression paints the path three times. It goes forward, comes back, again goes forward, just like a painting brush. And if it has to take some time, it will take three times the time to complete a task. So friends, if coronavirus was getting, if a patient was suffering from coronavirus and it was taking 15 days for his suffering, now it will take only 5 days because the Mercury is going in a forward direction. So friends, the time of coronavirus of 15 days will be reduced to 5 days, and this is what has been seen for practical purposes. Now the coronavirus is not in that state what it was before the 12th of July. Things are getting better, and the patients who are suffering from coronavirus, it is seen that their suffering is for 5 days. So friends, this was all I just wrote on the page. As the time of the coronavirus may be reduced by one third, meaning that if it was taking 15 days, now it will take 5 days. And basically, this is what all is happening. This parameter is extremely good for the complete world. For the above, we can say that the coming will be there will be betterment for the complete world in totality. There may not be a total relief, but there will definitely be betterment in the from the woes of the coronavirus. The number of cases may increase, but the time span for which a patient will be in trouble will be reduced by one third. And if it was taking 15 days, now it will take only 5 days. Another thing what I had written in the solar ingress of Cancer was at the time of Sun entry in Cancer, it was Virgo ascendant. Mars in the seventh house aspects the Lagna is not good as he is the eighth lord, and Mars at the seventh house in the seventh house is not good. The enemy will become strong as far as the neighboring countries are concerned. Maybe it is China or Pakistan, and we can see for ourselves since yesterday China has been showing some aggression. As mentioned, this is not very good. This Mars placed in the seventh house. Four planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, Mercury are placed in one sign. And also Jupiter forming Hansa Yoga and Mercury forming a Bhadra Yoga is very good. But both are in Rahu Ketu axis. And Jupiter is also retrograde, and Jupiter gets afflicted when it is retrograde and fallen. So although they are good yogas, but they have some limitations. The Kendra and Trikona, in the Trikona we have exalted moon and with Venus in the ninth house, and in the other Trikona, the fifth house, we have Saturn retrograde. So friends, this is a very strong horoscope as far as we are concerned. Ever since uh, we have been suffering from coronavirus, The planets are in good condition, and the best part is that Sun is coming out of the grip of Rahu and Ketu, and so would be Moon on the 20th of July. So, friends, slowly and slowly things are improving from the woes of coronavirus. But what will happen when Ketu goes in Jesta in Scorpio is a separate issue altogether. But as far as the coronavirus is concerned, we are getting some respite. And as can be seen and as was predicted, I had clearly predicted that when Sun goes in Cancer, we may get a big relief, and especially on the 27th of July, as per the Kota Chakra, when the Kotpal goes inside, goes towards the inside of the court, then it is good, and that is what is going to happen after the 26th or 27th of July. So, friends, and Jupiter is also changing its nakshatra. So, keeping in the above predictions for the coming 3 months, because for the ingress of Sun in a cardinal sign is important for 3 months. So 3 months we will definitely get some relief, but we have to see whether we will be disturbed by our neighboring countries or not, because that is another tension apart from coronavirus and the diseases. The next tension was the China aggression and China face off with India. So, friends, these 3 months, we have to keep in mind that these 3 months are going to bring some improvement in the complete world. In continuation to my article, I am writing my prediction for the fortnight starting from the 20th July. With Saturn retrograde and 180 degrees from the luminary is a crucial parameter. Have a look at the chart of the 20th. Both of them are Sun, Moon, and Saturn opposition are at 4 degrees, and Rahu and Ketu are also at 4 degrees, but they are in Shadashtak Yoga with the luminaries, so it is not good. So friends, some good and some bad, it always happens. The day is Monday, and the Lord is Moon placed in the 5th house, where the lunation is taking place, and the Moon is placed in own sign. The matters pertaining to the 5th house will be more predominant in the fortnight from the 20th July, since the Sun and Moon both are afflicted in the 11th house, and the 12th by the 11th and the 12th Lord. Thereby, maybe some setback to the educational system and some gain as well, and setback to the entertainment industry. The Moon in the 4th house also indicates that there may be some relaxation in the lockdowns after the 20th July, which may not bring good results, in the coronavirus surge may result. Jupiter afflicted in the 10th house, the educational system may suffer, but some relief to the students due to the virus is also on the cards. The day Lord Moon and the Sun are opposed by Saturn retrograde and coming close to the Earth on the 20th July will be most venomous for the tug of war in the political scenario. The head of the states, head of the country may face situations, may odd situations and opposition from all ends, protests, mass rallies. So their anger, since Sun is influenced by Saturn, but the good part there is hence Moon suffers. The sufferer will be the Moon and the 5th house, and the signification of the 5th house in a broader spectrum. The brawl between the countries can take ugly dimension, but there may be settlement else also, because the Sun and Saturn, they have a nakshatra exchange. What stands out this month astrologically is the Sun exactly opposes the new Moon in the 5th house in the sign Cancer at 4 degrees. Moons are also at 4 degrees, and Rahu and Ketu are at 6-8 degrees, 6-8 axis with Sun and Saturn, and Moon in the 6-8 axis with Ketu, bringing about unfavorable events in the globe, as the planet positions are uncomfortable, especially in the field of politics. There are also combinations for heavy rains. Mars in water sign aspect the retrograde Saturn from the 11th house. India also the data of Saturn Venus. 10th house from Lagna is Venus, and the 10th house from the 7th house this midnight. The 7th lord is stronger and the Lagna lord is not good. And then the Mars in the 8th house, there will be aggressive stance from the opponent and the enemy. There is no relation between Lagna lord and the 9th lord, and the enemy can be aggressive. In aggressive stance, it should feel hence there could be attacks from the neighboring countries or at borders, or they may break the agreements and treaties and whatever they have concluded. The third house has Venus in own house. Aircraft may be used for some aggression to fulfill. They may violate, using the aircraft, they may violate the territory. The benefit is Lagna is good for India to face any aggressive stance by the enemies and gives strength to fight. Lagna is afflicted. So it is good for India rather than the enemy. Lagna is afflicted, Lagna Lord is afflicted, 7th house is afflicted, 7th Lord Mercury is afflicted. Will the enemies arrive? There are combinations for the enemy arriving and breaking whatever treaties they have made. The Lagna Lord and the 5th Lord are not associated. Mercury is in the 4th house. Lagna towards the sign and moon in the 6th Navamsha. Lagna is used and the moon is used and the enemy will return having advanced halfway. So there are chances that the China may first take an aggressive stance and then may ascertaining his position, weak position, he may return. But there are chances for his aggressive stance. Return of the earth, the benefit in the Lagna is good and best for the and best for the benefit in the Lagna is good and bad for the opponent. In such situation, the enemy returns or retreats and may also face problems during his return journey. Attacking king wins when sun and moon are in solar signs. They are in the lunar sign. So India, it is better that India should not take any aggressive. Treaty and peace. There is no combination of treaty and peace. Signs 3, 6, 7, 9, 11 and benefits in the Lagna with new signs, no treaty and peace with the enemy. The Lagna Lord and the 7th Lord are individual planetary aspect, open enmity, intense violence can happen as per the stock and financial markets. The markets remain bullish for 4 times till the planets Saturn and Jupiter are in retrogression. It has been seen from the past that irrespective of the cycles of Saturn, when Saturn and Jupiter are in retrogression, then the stock market normally, even if they go down, there is a tendency for a bullish trend. So after September, we can hope that this bullish trend may not remain for long. Then at that time, I would be writing another article. I've already mentioned that from the 4th of October to 24th of October is the most crucial time for the stock and financial markets for the globe. Gold and precious metals. Here, gold and green trend in the metals, and then after the second and third August, the precious metals may take a new trend. Coronavirus, there are good combinations in the economic part in terms of the virus, the coming 3 months starting from 15 July and most of the 22 July 2020, as per the Foretell which has been discussed in my previous article. There are some reliefs seen from this virus. Maybe there is a vaccine may be developed or whatever the case may be, but till Ketu is in Mula till 20th September, we cannot rule out that we will have a total relief. And mind you, as I've already mentioned, even now I will mention that as per the past, it is a very difficult time till Rahu and Ketu go in the Aries and Libra sign. We may not get total relief from the total virus which are spread during the Rahu and Ketu in Gemini and Sagittarius. It is not essential that only coronavirus may trouble us. There could be more virus which would come up, especially when Ketu goes in Jyeshtha Nakshatra and in Anuradha Nakshatra. Till it reaches Anuradha Nakshatra, this is what my feeling is, that we can be disturbed. So primarily speaking, the first date, what I mentioned, that was the 16th July. We are getting good hopes, and we have seen, although the number of cases are increasing throughout the world, they will definitely increase. The number of deaths will reduce. The time period for which the virus remains, a person is sick, will be reduced by 1/3. So we are definitely, it's a betterment, it's a good time, good start, and good for the complete world. So friends, this is what I just wanted to share. Whatever has been predicted is just proving spot on. So please read my articles and subscribe me on the YouTube, and you can put your questions and I can answer them. And thank you very much for listening to me, and God bless us all and all of you. And I pray that we get out of the woes of the coronavirus as early as possible, and we maintain a normal life as early as possible. Thank you.